uh, comedy is all about expressing yourself and telling truth to power and all that. So I recently came to a conclusion. Do you mind if I share something that I learned about myself recently? And especially, you got to spread your truth, even if it offends people, right? You gotta stand up for yourself, what you believe in. I've recently come to the conclusion, it's just how I feel, that there's no excuse to get an abortion. It's just how I feel, right? Just how I feel. I mean, unless you're pregnant and you don't want the baby, but other than that, you gotta draw the line somewhere. I just don't want to throw more violence into the world. It's a crazy world, but it does with the latest shooting. It really does beg the question: how far away do you think we are from high school reunion mass shootings? Right, we're only in May. We have a whole, we got a couple more weeks left before finals. Someone's gonna do it. I'm joking. Because don't believe the media. There is not nearly as many mass shootings as they like to promote. It's a big lie. As far as I'm concerned, there's only been one. It took place a number of years ago when a young man walked into a church and murdered 9 people. It was a mass shooting. Right? Been a lot of school shootings, a lot of mall shootings. Only one, mass. All right. I'm opening up with the heavy stuff today, but you're on board. You're on board. I remember when I was in school. Remember the series of the books, a Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Remember that? What a great line of books. When I first read the title, I was like, now is that any way to talk about Anne Frank? Right? Just because she got a case of the tuberculosis doesn't mean she's wimpy. I don't understand how we still live in a world where there is Holocaust deniers. That is insane, especially after you consider at least all the concentration camp footage that I've witnessed. Not one has ever ended with, and no Jews were harmed in the making of this film. I mean, without that disclaimer, you got to assume, at least a baker's dozen, a couple of them mildly injured, right? Oh, okay. Well, we're going there. It's happening fast. I do have a question though, because regarding the Jewish community, you're considered technically Jewish if your mother is, right? That's how that works. What happens if your mother, who is Jewish, is trans, and then she turns into another father? Now you have 2 dads. Both of them are Jewish, but do you lose your Jew status as a result? I don't know. What happens if you have a father and he becomes a woman, and now you have 2 Jew parents, or you have two women parents, and one's technically still Jewish? Do you re-Jewify by default? Is that how that works? I'm just trying to stay ahead of the curve. All right. Did you all know that Rosa Parks was not the first black person to get arrested for now? You're a smart audience. You're smoking a lot of weed. You're using those brain cells. It was first done by Claudette Colvin, a little teenager, but she wasn't a good image because she was a teenager and having an affair with a married white man. So it's like, let's not, bad press. Then Rosa Parks does it, and she's lighter skinned, she's older, less threatening. It's like, this is a lot better PR. I started to wonder, though, do you think God sent down an original Jesus first, and the one that we know is just the Rosa Parks of Christianity? Because it's a big debate. Was Jesus black? And I say 100%. The first one definitely was. But it was a bad PR campaign, and they killed him. We're like, all right, we can't do that again. Let's make him paler. The message is a lot clearer that way. I like this jersey. I'm a big fan of basketball. Anyone know what this team is, though? Yeah, Knickerbocker. There we go. It's a very interesting word because, boy, am I glad that they shortened Knickerbocker all the way down to Knicks. Could you imagine an entire MSG chanting, New York? I don't know about you, but I do not feel comfortable chanting for a team named after English underwear. You know what I mean? You thought I did there. All right, thanks a lot. Class dismissed.